we are outside. What a treat. I am so excited to find a moment when the two men that live on this property are not here. So I have the place all to myself. So I've been bringing things out to do an outdoor grid on my picnic table. There we go. So I have a point of view camera here. Not quite point of view. I'm sort of to the side here. But I'll be able to show you things a little bit better up close. And then I have the regular view hanging over our little table, our surface area here. So this is a wooden picnic table under the beautiful pine trees. 3 big sisters here with lots of hummingbirds and ravens that you could probably hear. So I wanted to show you some of the crystals we'll be working with. I have here and some beautiful flowers that we'll also put on the table. Well, we'll put on the grid. So where to begin? This is exciting. Okay, I'm gonna grab some of these flowers here. Look at those beautiful spring flowers. Now, I'll be darned if I can remember the name of them. I know it by heart. They're so pretty. They look like tiny little orchids. Sweet. They don't have very much of a fragrance, except early in the morning when they get the first sun. I can smell an aroma, a light, kind of citrusy, flowery fragrance. Anyway, that's a very large bush in front of the house. And then, I can't reach that far. There we go. There's a few more. And then this branch was about to come off. Look at these gorgeous blossoms. Unfortunately, I don't get fruit from these, but they're so beautiful. And they come right after I lose the lilacs. This is a Texas mountain laurel. And they just hang. So it doesn't make a very good cut flower because you can't really stand them up with the same effect. They like to drape in the direction that they grow. I love these. And the light is really nice right now. Just starting to come down over my right shoulder, out by the horse corral. It's breezy and cool. It's in the 60s, I think. Just lovely. Mostly blue sky. I have Mr. Charlie over here tied to his long rope so he can wander a little bit but not get carried away. So we'll place these on the grid too. And then I couldn't pass these by. Look at these beautiful roses. This is from a bush that would barely put any roses out, and it would only happen once, like early spring, and then that was it. And it wouldn't even grow new leaves. It would just survive but not thrive. And last time, well, no, not last year, it was a couple years ago, I cut down the big trees that were really overgrown in front of the house and hanging on the house, and I had to remove those. But the upshot was that the roses went crazy, and now they just bloom and bloom and bloom practically year-round. So I love sweet rose energy. It's so special. A nice vibration. So we'll put those here too. And last, picked this a while back today, but it's still pretty fresh. This, if it had petals and opened up in a flower, it would look exactly like chamomile. It would be chamomile. But this is wild chamomile. Wild chamomile has another name, but I forget. Oh, pineapple plant, pineapple weed or something, because it does smell kind of like a cross between chamomile and pineapple. But you can make tea with it. So luckily for me, we have lots of it growing here and not anywhere where anything gets sprayed or gets car exhaust or anything like that. It's just taking over some of the places where I'm getting rid of the fiddlenecks, so that makes me very happy. And then on the corners of the table, to hold down our cover, I have 3 nice big pieces of actinolite. Actinolite is local to me, up in the mountain behind the house here. And so it's very well represented. I always get some when I go up there. But the funny thing is that these 3 pieces, okay, I have a lot of them at the base of my steps on the porch. But these 3 were meant to be together. I don't even remember bringing either of these in the house. But one day I was walking on the far side of the property, not where I've ever found stones or brought stones or did anything like that. And I found this. I saw just the top of it sticking out of the dirt. And it's this one. So just the bare top of this, like about that size, was sticking out of the dirt. I saw like a little shine, because it will kind of shine. Yeah, it will kind of shine in the right light. There's lots of little blades going through it. And so I started scraping it out, and I couldn't believe when I finally got all the way under it and pulled it out. That was such a big piece, such a nice piece. And I thought, oh, for heaven's sake, this is not mine. I would not have brought this way over here, and it wouldn't have gotten dragged or anything. Or that's bizarre. Too heavy for the ravens to have stolen. So I brought it in the house, and it was caked with dirt. It still has some dirt on the seams here. But I brought it into the house so I could clean it up, and I thoroughly cleaned it and brushed it and put it to the side to dry. And then a little while later, I came in the house, came around the corner, picked it up and said, oh, good. I'll go put this over in the other room. And when I went to the other room, I found this one sitting on the shelf. Now, where the heck did this come from? I didn't bring this one in. I thought I brought that one in. And then I found that one. Then I went back into the kitchen. And then I found this one. And that was the one that I found in the dirt. So they're all 3 about the same weight and size. Oops, crunch. Different qualities. This one has a lot of shine to it, a lot of crisscrossy filaments, or yeah, this is a beauty. Look at that, shiny. And yeah, so I was just puzzled by that, because these raw actinolite pieces, I keep small pieces in the house. I don't really bring these big ones in, but there they are, and they all work together, and they went on my last camping trip. They were supposed to stay together. So today they're helping me with the grid. And on the far corner, holding down that corner, is a piece of raw tourmaline. And I've used that one in a lot of videos before, so raw. I'm not gonna get it. It's too far. So here are the crystals that we're gonna use today. And this pattern, a tree of life, with beautiful branches and lots of experiences coming off of it. Grounded in this, I don't know if you can see it right here, but there's a lovely elephant, and it's coming up from behind the elephant. And this is going to represent you and I, our physical body, laying here relaxing. So I'm just going to put some selenite plates down for a little extra clearing energy. And we'll see what we're going to do with those. I have 2 of them. I've had these forever, and they were in some of my very first crystal videos. I have a lot of crystal videos. If you haven't seen them, I have a playlist of just crystals, crystal grids, crystal shows, crystal, inside, outside. Love my crystals, yeah. And, not easy working on a metal tray. It's too noisy. Let's just take everything off. This sweet tiny little flower. I love to make grids outside. Okay. I mainly use this big tray to help me carry all this out because they're pretty heavy. Okay, let's see. Okay. Now, I realize that this is all kind of too far over here for you, but I'm going to be pushing everything over the side too, so don't worry. And I can see it right here. Okay, so first I want to just create a little base, a little platform for our roots, for us to ground into. Turn you down here a little bit more so you can see. Maybe. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? No. This one. Start with some tourmaline, black tourmaline. Very good energetic protection and the ability to absorb a lot of negativity or exposure to a lot of electromagnetic stuff, and helps us to ground into our physical state. Nice clearing energy. And put that on the elephant's back. Yeah. And I'm also going to put a little fence with these slices of lepidolite. It's lepidolite and mica. And this is for our emotional strength. Sort of help us through depressions and anxieties and mental overwhelm. Yeah, so we're going to just make a little imaginary fence so that only what we want to come in can get through. And we can still share our energy with Mother Earth and the planet in general, everyone on the planet. And this is a healing grid for us especially, but we always create extra, so we can share it as well. We have carnelian, pretty heart, carnelian. And this is nice second chakra energies. Going by. And let's see what else. This one is beautiful. Fuchsite, green fuchsite. Nice raw stone. It does have a nice shine to it. This is definitely a connection to Mother Earth, to nature and the garden, and also beautiful green heart energy. And it has does have some iron oxide in here as well. And that's for strength, strong heart. So we're going to put this one right in the middle. Beautiful. And we have one of my new ones, which is the Stitch Tight and Serpentine that I showed in my last video. So, the Stitch Tight and Serpentine is good for opening up this energy going through our spine, that Kundalini energy, spiritual expansion. I love this little network, this little purple Stitch Tight. So, placing this one way up there. Maybe I'll stand it up. No, you're not going to be able to see it. Turn this way. This is a very wide picnic table. I can't reach all the way across. And here we have some sunstone. Sunstone. Nice warming energy. Nice lightly, sunstone is a lovely shiny, lightly sparkly energy. Just reminding us to lighten up a little bit, you know? Open up to the outdoors, the beautiful sunlight. Don't be afraid of the sun. Oh, the carnelian and the sunstone are warming. And the last ones, well, these little ones, these guys are howlite. Howlite. And their little cup. Howlite. Wouldn't be right not to have some shungite. The beautiful, transformative, protective, and reliable shungite. So we're going to have this here to gather up all the moving energy that we're going to pull out from our bodies, from our mind, from our energy fields, anything that's just not right, or it's reached its expiration date. Time to let go, okay? Alrighty. Oh, I forgot. We have one last large beauty. This is lepidolite as well. Big, chunky, a big dinosaur egg. And I'm going to put that at the base as well for extra support. So it gives me tingles. I don't think you could see it. I have to put it right here. Alright, we'll make a little room. This is not a classical chakra crystal grid. This is Free Spirit ASMR grid with my favorites. And when you set them up with intention, it just does work. It all works. It was in the selection that the magic began when I started activating all of these and clearing them. Well, clearing them first and then activating them. So they were ready to come out here. And now we're going to wake up the grid energy with this beautiful stone that I got a couple weeks ago. And I showed you in a video. It says ruby and zoisite. Zoisite. I finally absorbed that information. It's in my brain. It's in my energy field, zoisite and ruby. So let's place these lovely flowers. We'll do the herbs at the base because they are closest to the earth when they grow. Like that. And then the yellow, not jonquil. Goodness gracious. You guys probably know. You could tell me. I'll remember it as soon as I finish recording. These beautiful yellow ones will go here. Do you hear those birds? They're liking the energy right now. They're coming closer. And then the roosters across the road, of course. I seem to always wake them up somehow. I think they would love to free range over here. And now for the lovely roses. Oh, they're starting to release their beautiful fragrance. I think the crystals are encouraging them. So let's place these lovelies near the center. Everybody wants to be close to be seen. It's okay. We'll get you, beauties. Okay, and now Texas Mountain Laurel. We're just gonna arch across the top of the table. Beautiful. Beautiful flowers. The beautiful birds. Are you feeling calmer? All right. Let's connect all these crystals. Here we go. We're gonna start from top to bottom. And I want you to take a big inhale. And as I draw the crystal down, I want you to exhale and sing all that's been piling up. All, no judgment, all the stuff that's just heavy and old and expired. You're gonna let it out. Ready? And exhale. Okay, one more. Inhale and let go. One more time for good luck. Inhale. All that into the shungite. Shungite is a transformative stone because it aligns with the highest pattern of energies, whether it be your physical, your food and beverage, your crystals, the energy in the room. Takes whatever you give it and recycles it into useful, helpful energy. So we always end up with more than we need, and we can give it away. The wind is picking up. You ready? Yeah, the wind is gonna help you. Inhale, and we're going to pull the energy through from the earth all the way up and out the top of your head. Come back around. Inhale. And one last time for everyone. Inhale. Beautiful earth energy, our birthright, and exhale through the whole body. Good job, good job. Oh, that's lovely, absolutely beautiful energy. All right. Even Charlie got the shivers on that one. That's beautiful, beautiful. Let me see. He says, show my good side. Show my place with the stripe on it. There you go. There you go. Oh, what do you think? How do you feel? If your eyes feel heavy, just stay here for a little while. Just let your eyes close. And just listen to the sound of the breeze and the birds and the trash truck. Because we just took the trash out, so let them pick it up and take it. Ah, my friends, it's really wonderful to be able to share this with you. I'm feeling a lot better about, being who I am, and sometimes when I'm away for a little while, I start to doubt, and then I get inspired. And every time I make another video, I get a little bit back into my groove. And what a beautiful day. When I saw that nobody else was on the property, I just gave myself a good swift kick. So thank you for your support and your interest. And most of all, for the energy that you help me create when you take part in these grids. It does work, If you were putting your hands right now, you would feel this loving, soft energy just pulsing, connecting, working together. Plants and minerals. So lovely. Alright then. Get some rest. Pull in any kind of energy you need from here. If it's a particular crystal, flower, just take that energy into your heart. Beautiful. Okay then. You be good.